because it's been such a journey for you from Cronos and even before Cronos to this point now. I mean, and I sense even as recently as Pan's Labyrinth, you know, when that film came out and the attention that it got. I mean, it's 97%, something like that, on Rotten Tomatoes. You know, the passion that people had for it.
Devil's Backbone was like 90.
It was
3 or something.
Yeah. But even after having done Devil's Backbone, having done Hellboy,
it remained a secret, that movie.
Yeah,
Devil's Backbone.
it did.
Well, you know, I think that unexplainably for me, because I really thought it's as good a movie as Pan's Labyrinth in my mind. I mean, they are companion pieces, as I said. But the journey has been a difficult one, because people think the movies I've made are the movies exactly that I plan to make, and the movies that I plan to make after Cronos, they're still screenplays. I never got to make them. You know, I wrote them, and they're beautiful pieces, and I'm in love with them, or I co-wrote them, or you know, we developed a great, crazy adaptation of the novel List of Seven with Mark Frost, Mountains of Madness, the Count of Monte Cristo done as a gothic western, an adaptation of Christopher Fowler's novel Spanky, so many, Wind in the Willows, which I adapted to do animated, and it was really, I mean, the Piper at the Gates of Dawn, all that. It was a beautiful little book, and then I went to meet with the executives, and they said, could you give Toad a skateboard and make him say radical dude things, and that's where I said, it's been a pleasure. But you know, but the adventure has been weird.
But is that maybe why those films haven't been made then? Has your scale, has your vision been interrupted by the fact that there are people that need to know what you're going to do with their money?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when we were pitching List of Seven back in 1993, 1993 or 94, we were doing List of Seven, and back then, if you wanted to see Hong Kong cinema, you needed to go to Chinatown. And you know, fortunately for me, every time I went to Toronto, or every time I went to certain festivals, they had a really obscure Hong Kong section. And the way I was talking about List of Seven is we can do a steampunk adventure that looks like Merchant Ivory, but has the rhythm of a John Woo film. And all those references at a studio level back in 1993 were just like speaking in tongues. They either did not care, or did not know, or did not relate to any of this. And now I must be completely true about this. Is not many of the things we wanted to do have appeared in other mediums, and I see sequences that I go, they beat me to it, or they beat me to that, or they beat me to that, and now I think that you know, some of those movies are not possible to make, like Spanky. I could not make Spanky anymore. The rights are not with me anymore, but the images, for example, in Hellboy, the image of the Angel of Death with eyes and the wings, a variation of that image is what I conceived if I ever did Spanky. Those were the wings of the demon. And you know, it was not exactly like that, but it was a variation of that. But I would love to have seen that image in 1993.